Hello students, welcome back to Turning Point Towards Success. Already Mathematics Number System chapter 2 parts we completed. Now we are here for part 3. So just recall, in the last class we discussed how to find out the rational number between any two given rational numbers or any two fractions. So already two examples I solved. Already we discussed two methods. One is by using the average method, another one is LCM method. So already two examples I solved, and in that example one thing is clearly I mentioned that whenever you are finding the rational numbers between any two given rational number, first we have to make their reminders should be equal, their denominators should be equal. Okay, if their denominators are equal, then we can go to find out the number of rational numbers between given two rational numbers. Look at this, I wrote two more examples. So first and second example, whatever I solved, the given fractions already they had denominators equal. Now I have taken two more examples in which both fractions or both rational numbers denominators are different. In such a case, how to find out the rational number between these two given numbers? Here we have to find out 5 rational numbers between these two, and here we can find out 4 rational numbers between 4 by 5 and 5 by 7. So how to find out the rational number between these two? I will take your favorite method, that is second method only I am taking, so that you will get very quick answer. So first one I think you can do add both divided by 2, add both divided by 2. If you do, then you will get the rest 5 rational numbers between the given two numbers. So how to apply the second method for this? First, given fractions are or rational numbers are given rational numbers. First one is what? 3 by 4. And second one is what? 4 by 5. First our duty is to make their denominators equal. So its denominator is 4, its denominator is 5. You have to make both denominators equal. For that, what you have to do? You have to find out the LCM of both rational numbers denominator. So LCM of 4 and 5 I am finding. This 4 and this 5. The LCM of 4 and 5 is how much? Which is equal to 20. So LCM of 4 and 5 is equal to 20. Correct? Now, to get LCM as a 20, 4 what is a 20 you will get LCM. 4 what is a 5 are 4 5 are 20 you will get. Similarly 5 what is a you will get 4 are. So you have to multiply both the numerator and denominator by 4 5 and 5. Both numerator and denominator you have to multiply by 5, then you will get the LCM as a 20. Same thing here, to get 25 what's you have to multiply? You have to multiply both 4 and 4. Then what you will get? This is equal to 3 5 15 divided by 4 5 20. Now this become 15 by 20, and this is equal to 4 4 16 divided by 5 4 20. Now look at that. Both given rational numbers are having the same denominators. If denominators are equal, then how you did in the last example, same thing only you have to continue now. So this is the extra thing. When you are getting the different denominator, first your job is to make their denominators equal. After that, we are doing the same method. How many rational numbers you have to find out? 5 rational numbers you have to find out. So, whenever you are finding 5 rational numbers, I told one additional you have to take. Therefore, no. Rational numbers between 3 by 4 and 4 by 5. 3 by 4 and 4 by 5 के लिए ये जो नंबर्स है, इसको हम क्या करेंगे? कितना रैशनल नंबर चाहिए हमको? 5. So multiply both numerator and denominator by 6. Here also multiply both numerator and denominator by 6. This implies, so 15 by 20 into 6 by 6. Why I am multiplying by 6? We want 5 rational numbers, 5 plus 1. So multiply both numerator and denominator by 6, and another number is what? 16 by 20. Here also multiply both numerator and denominator by 6. Then what you will get? This is equal to 15 6 are. What is 15 6 are? 15 6 are 90 divided by 26 are 120. 90 divided by 120, and 16 6 are 96 divided by 26 are 120. Correct? So now we converted it as a this value only 3 by 4 only we converted as 90 by 120, and another number 4 by 5 only we converted as 96 by 120. Therefore, rational numbers between 3 by 4 and 4 by 5. If you cancel this, you will get this rational number only. Don't try to cancel it. Therefore, required rational numbers are 90 से ज़्यादा, 95 से कम. So what is next number after 90? 91 by 120, 92 by 120, 93 by 120, 94 by 120, 95 by 120. These are the 5 required rational numbers between 3 by 4 and 4 by 5. So this is second method what I explained. First method you can try, add both divided by 2, add both divided by 2, like that. If you do 5 times, you will get the 5 rational numbers. This is, any doubt, you can clear there by seeing that example. Similar type, one more example I have taken here. Look at this. Given rational numbers are 4 by 5 and 5 by 7. Here also denominators are different. First your job is to make them equal. So how to make the denominators equal? That you have to think. So 4 by 5, another one is 5 by 7. Look at this. To make their denominators equal, second fraction का denominator क्या है? 7. Multiply both numerator and denominator by 7. Why? Because 5 sevens are LCM is 35. To get 35, 5 sevens are. So that you have to multiply numerator. और इस fraction को 35 पाने के लिए you have to multiply इसका denominator से multiply करो. 5 by 5. Is it clear? You have to multiply first fraction both numerator and denominator by 7. Okay, and second fraction both numerator and denominator you have to multiply by 5. उसको logically इतना समझ लो, first one को second denominator से multiply and divide करना, second fraction को first का numerator और denominator को उसके denominator से multiply and divide करना होगा. Now let's start multiplication. 4 sevens are 28 divided by 5 sevens are 35, and 5 fives are 25 divided by 7 fives are 35. Now look at that. Both numbers are having the same denominator. Don't be over smart. If you cancel 7 fours are 7 fives are, you will get back step only. Don't try to simplify it. So now 28 by 35, 25 by 35, both are having the same denominator. अब हमको कितना रैशनल नंबर चाहिए? ओके, हमको चाहिए 4. So what you have to take? 4 plus 1 is equal to what? 5. Now I am multiplying both fractions numerator and denominator by 5. 5 से क्यों multiply कर रहा हूँ? Because we need 4 plus 1, 5 से multiply करो. 28 divided by 35 into 5 by 5. Same thing you have to do with second one. 25 by 35 into 5 by 5. Correct? Now go on multiplication. 28 5s are 5 8s are 40, 4 carry, 5 2s are 10 plus 4 140 divided by 135. 35 5s are 175. So it is 175. And here 25 5s are 125 divided by 35 5s are 175. Look at this. Small number is here. big number is here. So in between these two, you have to find out. You should not take more than 140. You have to take more than 125 and less than 140. You have to take. So required rational numbers are. It should be more than 125 and less than 140. Okay, so 126 by 175, 127 by 175, you can take 130 by 175, 135 by 175. Any number you can take in between 125 and 140. Like this, we can find out the required rational number between given two rational numbers. Similar type of questions are there in your first textbook exercise. Let's go to first exercise. Yes friends, now we are going to solve exercise 1.1. In that exercise we have 4 questions. Okay, page number 5 you have a 1.1 exercise. You can see this. Okay, out of 4 questions, in my board I wrote first 3 questions. Let's solve first 3 questions. If you watched my first part and second part video, definitely you are able to solve all the 3 questions. First question is, let me read, already I wrote on the board. Is 0 is a rational number? There is a question, is 0 a rational number? That is a question. क्या 0 एक rational number है? Definitely. 0 is a rational number. Why it is a rational number? If you know the definition of the rational number, that definition only you have to write. What is definition? A number which can be expressed in the form of p by q is called as a rational number. 0 को हम p by q form में express कर सकते हैं. That's why it is a rational number. That's why, continue. They asked that question only. Can you write it in the form of p by q? Yes. Because of that only we called it this one as a rational number. So what should be your answer? Your answer should be yes. 0 is a rational number. 0 is a rational number. Because it can be expressed in the form of p by q. It can be expressed in the form of p by q. That's why 0 is a rational number. How to express 0 as a p by q? So p by q. Therefore p by q form of 0, that is 0 can be written as 0 divided by 1. Sir, why 1? You can write any number. Okay. Or 0 divided by 5 or 0 divided by 10, whatever it may be. It can be expressed in the form of p by q. Because 0 divided by any Stuttgart number, answer will be 0 only. Therefore, anything you can write at the place of denominator. So it can be expressed like this. They said denominator should not be equal to 0. कहाँ है denominator में 0 नहीं. Don't think that sir यहाँ 0 है. It है. Okay. So this is first answer. Question was 0 is a rational number or not? Yes. 0 is a rational number. Why? Because it can be expressed in the form of p by q. How to express? Like this. 0 by 1, 0 by 2, 0 by 3, 0 by 5, 0 by 10, 0 by 1000. Whatever you want to express, that is p by q form. Now come to second question. Your favorite question. Same. Just now what we are shouting from last part to this part. That one only. Find the 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. What to write? Given rational numbers. Rational numbers means उसको p by q form में ही express करो. कैसे लिखना है? 3 divided by 1 and 4 divided by 1. First point to be noted. दोनों का denominator same है. So you are not in need of making their denominator equal. अभी equal है. अभी हमको कितना rational numbers find out करना है? 6. So here I will take one symbol here. I'm telling this one here. जितना बोलते हैं उसको n लेंगे. Here n is equal to 6. कितने रैशनल नंबर्स पूछ रहे हैं उस नंबर को n is equal to 6. Then हमको क्या फाइंड आउट करना है? n plus 1. एक ज्यादा करना है. So 6 plus 1 is equal to कितना? 7. Take this 7 and multiply both numerator and denominator of both rational numbers. Then what you will get? 3 by 1 into 7 by 7. इस 7 से and इसको भी 4 by 1 into 7 by 7. अब देख लो 3 sevens are 21 divided by 1 sevens are 7. All smart people they are going to cancel here 7 and 7 3 you will get this number only back. Okay, वापस pavilion को आ जाओगे and 4 sevens are 28 divided by 1 sevens are 7. अब देख लो दोनों का डिनोमिनेटर भी सेम है. हमको कितना चाहिए? 6. 6 तुमको मिलेंगे that should be greater than 21 less than 28. Therefore required 6 rational numbers are 21 के बाद 22 by 7, 23 by 7, 24 by 7, 25 by 7, 26 by 7, 27 by 7. These are the 6 rational numbers between given two numbers. Is it okay? Yes, sir. Similarly, we have one more sum here. That is question number 3 from your textbook. You can ask me, sir, can we do that average method? That also you can do. But I want to give you one suggestion. Whenever they are asking find one rational number between given two rational number given to, or maximum 3, you can go with that method. If in your school they explained it. Okay. Probably they will going to explain this one only. If they explain that एक या दो या तीन रैशनल नंबर तक वो मेथड करो. 3 से ज्यादा आया तो that is going to be very lengthy. That's why this is quite and happy method. Okay, so come to this. कितने पूछ रहे हैं? 5. So let's go this method only. वहां भी देख लो. For by God's grace denominators are equal. So given rational numbers 3 by 5 and 4 by 5 दोनों का डिनोमिनेटर्स सेम है. ओके, अब हमको क्या करना होगा? n is equal to कितने पूछ रहे हैं? 5. Here n is equal to 5 means हमको 5 rational numbers find out करने हैं. Then n plus 1 is equal to 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. इस 6 पापा को लेकर दोनों नंबर के न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर को मल्टीप्लाई करना है. सो दिस इंप्लाइज 3 by 5 into 6 by 6 and 4 by 5 into 6 by 6. Is it clear? Now multiply. 3 6 are 18 divided by 5 6 are 30 and 6 4 are 24 divided by 5 6 are 30. Correct? Now required how many? 5 rational numbers are 18 से ज्यादा 24 से कम. 18 के नेक्स्ट क्या आएगा? 19 by 30, 20 by 30, 21 by 30, 22 by 30, 23 by 30. पांचवें, these are the 5 required rational numbers. But yesterday, soon after second part, Yoshita asked me, when we are writing this, can we cancel here, sir? You can cancel here. 19 और 30 को cancel नहीं कर सकते, but here you can cancel. अंडा अंडा cancel कर सकते हो. Then you will get 2 by 3. That is also correct. 21 by 30 यहाँ भी cancel कर सकते हो. 3 7s are 3 10s are यहाँ भी cancel कर सकते हो. 2 11s are 2 15s are. But here you cannot cancel. यहाँ cancel कर सकते हो, मगर यहाँ equivalent रैशनल नंबर्स को फाइंड आउट किए, यहां कैंसिल करने की जरूरत नहीं, एक कैंसिल की तो यही नंबर्स तुमको मिलेंगे। योशिता, आई थिंक यू अंडरस्टूड। सो दिस इज अ मेथड टू फाइंड आउट द रैशनल नंबर्स बिटवीन गिवन टू। एक और सम लेफ्ट है हमारे एक्सरसाइज में, वो भी देखेंगे एक सेकंड के बाद। वेलकम बैक स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स फोर्थ क्वेश्चन। फोर्थ क्वेश्चन कोई सॉल्व करने का नहीं है। इफ यू अंडरस्टूड द थ्योरी पार्ट, you are able to give the answer for this because they are asking you only true or false, हाँ या ना इसको बोलना है। if it is a false, if you say the statement, given statement is false, then you have to give the reason. Okay, so three statements are here. State whether the following statements are true or false, give reason. Okay, so true है तो reason की जरूरत नहीं, that itself is a reason, but if it is false, then you only have to give the reason. So first statement, what they are asking, every natural number is a whole number. Already we discussed, among all the number set, the smallest set is natural number. उसके बाद क्या आएगा, whole number आएगा। whole number natural number से बड़ा है, whole number से integer बड़ा है, integer से rational number बड़ा है। okay, similarly every natural number is a whole number. whole number में क्या है, zero, और remaining all are what, natural number only. okay, therefore what we can say, every natural number is a whole number. Yes, every natural number is a whole number. Every natural number is a whole number. This itself is a reason, because natural numbers are present in a whole number, but all whole numbers are not present in a natural number. So this itself is first answer. Every integer is a whole number. Can you think? Natural number से बड़ा है whole, whole number से बड़ा है integer. What they have given the statement? Every integer is a whole number? No. Actually what it should be? Every whole number is a integer. Therefore what you have to say? No. This statement is wrong. No means you can say false. This is a false statement. Why? Because every whole number is a integer. Because every whole number is an integer, but every integer is not a whole number. This is second answer. What should be the third answer? Every rational number is a whole number. Do you think it is possible? No, because every whole number is a rational number, but every rational number is not a whole number. So answer is what? No or false. Because every whole number is a rational number. So this is end of exercise 1.1. I think all of you understood how to solve it. Once again watch the video properly. Once again you also try to get answer by solving your own. Okay, similar type of questions I will give you homework later. Okay, so we will continue next. Yes students, so far whatever we discussed related to rational number. So related to rational number, we already finished one exercise 1.1. Now we have to continue our chapter. Now we are moving towards second type of numbers, which are called as irrational numbers. Already I said Q dash is a symbol of irrational numbers. Now question arises, what do you mean by irrational numbers? Already I discussed, even though it is my duty to repeat the statement, the numbers which cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q, which cannot be expressed in the P by Q, that kind of numbers are said to be irrational numbers. And already I said all rational numbers and all irrational numbers, when you are going to combine, you will get the largest set of number, which is called as a real number set. So rational numbers and irrational numbers, इन दोनों को ऐड किया तो you will get the real numbers. रियल नंबर। इसका मतलब सेट ऑफ q प्लस सेट ऑफ q डैश इज इक्वल टू r। ओके, देयरफॉर व्हाट वी कैन से, रैशनल और इरेशनल दोनों को कंबाइन किए तो we will get the largest set of a number which is called as a real number set. That's why remember the statement, every rational number is a real number. Every rational number is a real number. Every irrational number is also a real number. But its vice versa is not correct. Okay? Every rational is a real. Every irrational is a real. But if anybody say every real is a rational, sorry, every real is a irrational. It is not possible. Every rational real, every irrational real. But every real is not a rational. Every real is not a irrational. That one statement you have to remember. So, in the set of real numbers, एक पार्ट हमने फिनिश कर दिया रैशनल नंबर। अब हम जा रहे हैं इरैशनल नंबर। उसके डेफिनेशन भी मैंने बोल दिया, the numbers which cannot be expressed in the form of numerator and denominator, in the form of fractions, in the form of p by q. So such a numbers are said to be irrational numbers. जिस नंबर को हम p by q फॉर्म में एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर सकते वो नंबर कैसे रहते हैं? ऑलरेडी आई सेड, रूट वाला नंबर मीन्स रूट 2 हो सकता है, रूट 3 हो सकता है, रूट 5 हो सकता है, रूट 6 हो सकता है, रूट 10 हो सकता है. So such a numbers are said to be irrational number. You have a doubt, sir only square root लेना है? नहीं, क्यूब रूट भी ले सकते हो. क्यूब रूट ऑफ 5 ये भी irrational number है. क्यूब रूट ऑफ 10 ये भी irrational number है. क्यूब रूट ऑफ 4 ये भी irrational number है. क्यूब रूट को छोड़ो, फोर्थ रूट को भी ले सकते हो, फिफ्थ रूट को भी ले सकते हो, बट फॉर द सेक ऑफ 9th स्टैंडर्ड ओनली यू हैव टू डिस्कस अबाउट स्क्वायर रूट एंड क्यूब रूट. नॉट अ सिंगल सम you will get other than square root and cube root. Okay, so all this kind of numbers are said to be irrational numbers. So irrational number में से root square root हो सकता है, cube root हो सकता है, any other root भी हो सकता है, but तुम्हारे 9th standard के लिए square root और cube root दोनों को ही देख लो. All these are said to be irrational number. If you observe this, I didn't wrote some particular numbers. I wrote only particular numbers. Why, sir? Square root of 2 irrational number है, because when you simplify this, you will not get the answer in the form of p by q. Root 3 का भी you will not get in the form of p by q. If you write square root of 4, 8th standard you studied the chapter square and square root. Okay, 4 is a perfect square. Square root of 4 is what? 2. Its answer is 2 means denominator में क्या है? 1. So this one I expressed in the form of p by q. If I am able to express this one in the form of p by q means God promise a irrational number नहीं है. ये कौन सा नंबर है? Irrational number है. Even you cannot write root 9. Root 9 नहीं लिख सकते. Already you know square root of 9 is what? 3. 3 means what? 3 by 1. You expressed in the form of p by q. So this is also not a irrational number. But I wrote here root 10 because 10 is not a perfect square. I wrote 6 because 6 is not a perfect square. You cannot write root 100. Root 100 नहीं लिख सकते. क्यों? 100 is a perfect square of 10. So this is also not a irrational number. जो perfect square नहीं है वो नंबर तुम अंदर लिखोगे तो you will get the irrational number. किसके अंदर लिखना है? Square root के अंदर लिखना है. Here I wrote 4, not here, because 4 is a perfect square, not a perfect cube. But I didn't wrote cube root of 8 नहीं लिखा. Cube root of 8 क्यों नहीं लिखा? It is not a irrational number because 2 का cube है 8. Cube root of 8 is equal to 2. Because 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. When you multiply 2 3 times, you will get the 8. Cube root of 8 is 2. Again I expressed it in the form of p by q. Therefore it is not a irrational number. So don't think that whatever number we are writing inside a root, it may be square root or it may be cube root, they all are irrational number. No. Square root के अंदर जो लिखते हैं they should not be perfect square, they should not be perfect cube. Okay, then only you will get the irrational numbers. Okay, so this concept you have to remember. Two things I discussed here, keep it in your mind. Every rational is a real, but every real is not a rational. Every irrational is a real, but every real is not a irrational. वो point को याद रखो. And numbers which cannot be expressed in the p by q form are called as a irrational numbers. So whatever number you are writing within the root, they should not be perfect square or perfect cube. Then only you will get the irrational numbers. These are irrational numbers. Okay, these are irrational numbers, but this is not a irrational, this is not a irrational, this is not a irrational, this one also. Why? I think you understood. This is introduction about irrational number. अभी हमको क्या समझना है? How to represent irrational number on number line. हम √2, √3, √5 such a numbers I am going to represent on number line. Last 8th standard also you represented some rational numbers on a number line. अब हम सीखेंगे how to represent irrational numbers on number line. उसके लिए next episode तक तुमको wait करना होगा. For that you should be ready with pencil and your compass box. Okay, because we have to constructing something to represent on number line irrational numbers that we will discuss in part 4. Until that, see you, tata, bye bye.